It is a thrill and an honor to say for the first time in 4 years, it's baseball time. And we're at Columbus East High School in Columbus, Indiana. Cloudy and rainy, but we're going to have some baseball. It's Decatur Central playing their first game of the year against the Olympians of Columbus East. They are 0-1. Here's the Hawks lineup. Leading off is the shortstop, Zach Lucido. Batting second is the right fielder, Drew Dalton. Bees Cravens bats third. He's at third base. Logan Marcus is batting fourth. He's the designated hitter. In the fifth spot is Jalen Yates. He'll pitch. In the sixth spot is Braden Smith. He's at first base. Braylon Brent bats seventh. He's out in left field. Tristan Fiddler bats eighth. He's at second. And Levi C. bats ninth. He is in center field. Through the lineup again, Lucido, Dalton, Cravens, Marcus, Yates, the pitcher, Smith, Brent, Fiddler, and Sieb. Defensively for your Columbus East Olympians, J.D. Roeder is in left field. Marcus Wilkinson in center, and in right field is Caden Arnhold. Around the horn, third to first is Drew Roeder at third. Jackson Watkins at short. At second base is Emmett Harton, and Beige Asher is at first. The big fella playing first behind the plate. Lost his name for a moment. Behind the plate is Logan Warren, and he will catch the pitching of right-hander Eli Tyndale. Olympians go white tops, white bottoms, white numbers trimmed in orange, and the Hawks go navy blue tops, gray bottoms with the gold numbers and lettering. Glad to have y'all with us. We're set for baseball, and it's a thrill for me to bring this game to you. The last time I was live in the booth for baseball was 4 years ago in Lewisburg, North Carolina. You all know what happened, and I am back, and I'm glad to bring this to you. Snowman Sportsnet is on the air. We're going to add a lot of stuff to this presentation. Here we go. From the windup, here's the first pitch of the game. It's high and wide for ball one. Off we go. 6:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 5:10 Central Daylight Time. Want to know the count? Tyndale works right in the middle of the rubber. The pitch. Swinging a foul on a play to the right. The count's even 1-1 strike. Again, it's J.D. Roeder in left, Wilkinson in center, Arnhold in right, Drew Roeder at third, Watkins at short, Harton at second, Asher at first. Warren catches Eli Tyndale. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch. Strike called on the inside corner, and the count is now 1-2. A few things we're going to add to our presentation, and we'll cover baseball and softball to get this started. 1-2 pitch. Fastball outside. The count's even 2-2. Eli Tyndale cites Greg Maddux as his favorite pitcher. Has a fastball, a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. From the windup, here's the 2-2. Swinging a smash foul third base side, and we'll do it again. Two balls, two strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the top of the first amidst the rain and clouds here in Columbus, Indiana. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a smash to short. Up with it, Watkins. The toss across the first is high, but Big Beige is there. One down in the first. Here is Drew Dalton, the right fielder, headed for the right-handed batter's box. One up, one down here in the top of the first. Tyndale is ready. From the windup, here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball one. We play 7 innings as mandated by the National Federation of High Schools and administered by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Hoosier Hills Conference. 1-0 the count. Tyndale is ready. From the windup, the pitch. High and wide with a fastball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, one out, top of the first. Just getting started here in Columbus, Indiana. The 2-0 pitch. Inside with a fastball, 3-0. 3-0 the count. Eli Tyndale is ready. The pitch. Low, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Drew Dalton gives the Hawks their first base runner of the night. Now to bring the third baseman Bees Cravens up to the plate. First game of the year for the Hawks. Second one for the Olympians. Tyndale takes his time off the rubber and now steps back on it. Leading away from first is Drew Dalton. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Or a foul tipped at the plate, I beg your pardon. Strike one. On 1 the count. 1 out, 1 on, top of the first. Just getting started here in Columbus, Indiana. Throw to first, runner back. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and the count's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. 1 out, 1 on, top of the first. No score. Just getting started here in Columbus. Time is called as Craven steps out of the box. Now he's back in and ready to go, and so is Eli Tyndale. He sets at the belt, kicks and fires. Fastball tight, and that will make the count 1-2. Infield double play depth up the middle. First baseman Asher playing off the bag. The pitch on the way with the runner going, and that's outside, and that's a stolen base for Dalton. So Dalton guessed right on an off-speed pitch. And now he stands at second base in scoring position with 1 out. And Bees Cravens at the plate. Logan Marcus in the hole. Jalen Yates behind him. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Dalton leads away from first. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 2 down in the inning. And that changeup was rather nasty. 2 down to the big fellow, Logan Marcus. Logan Marcus, a junior. 3 right-handers begin the night against Eli Tyndale. Harden creeps back towards second. Here's the pitch, swinging a little looper, and Harden will take it on a bounce. The toss to first, in time, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Hawks nothing, and your Columbus East Indians coming to bat on Snowman Sportsnet and Snowman Multimedia. Jalen Yates takes his warm-up tosses for Decatur Central, and here is the Olympians lineup. J.D. Rotard leads off. He's in left field. Jackson Watkins bats second. He's at short. Marcus Wilkinson bats third. He's in center field. Logan Warren bats fourth. He's the catcher. A.J. Tyndale bats fifth. He's the DH. The big fella Beej Asher bats sixth. He's the first baseman. Caden Arnholt bats seventh. He's in right field. Drew Rotard bats eighth. He's at third base. And Emmett Harden bats ninth. He's at second base. Through the lineup again, J.D. Rotard leading off. Watkins second. Wilkinson third. Warren fourth. Tyndale the DH. Asher in the sixth spot at first. Arnholt in right. Drew Rotard at third. And Emmett Harden at second. We're set to go to the bottom of the first. We have no score. Neither team has a hit as of yet. And Jalen Yates, I beg your pardon. Ready to get things started. And J.D. Rotard is in the batter's box. Left-handed batter's box against the right-handed pitcher. From the windup, the pitch. Fastball high and wide for ball one. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, joins us from California. Thanks for joining. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul up third base side. And the count is now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, the count. From the windup, the pitch on the way. A swing and a foul off to the left. And the count's now 1-2. One and two, the count. From the windup, the 1-2. Curveball outside. Counts even 2-2 to JD. From the windup, the 2-2 pitch. That is high, and it gets away from the catcher. And the count's now full, 3-2. Three and two, the count. And with a power pitcher, you want to make him throw a lot of pitches. The payoff pitch, swinging a foul off to the left, and we'll do it again. The payoff pitch. Strike three called. Breaking ball on the outside corner. 1 out in the first. That'll bring Jackson Watkins up to the plate. So lefty versus righty again. 1 out, bottom of the first with no score. Here's the pitch. Fastball high and wide for ball one. Jalen Yates works first base side of the rubber. Jeffrey joins us as well up in New England. The pitch outside with a changeup, 2-0. Time call. They'll switch baseballs as it is raining here in Columbus, Indiana. Big storm came through the area last night. Matter of fact, the area has been affected by storms. And we had a tornado touchdown to the area a couple of weeks ago. The 2-0. Low, and it gets away from the catcher. It's 3-0. Three and 0 the count, with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the first, with no score. The pitch on the way. Ball 4. So Jackson Watkins draws a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring Marcus Wilkinson up to the plate. Yates works from the stretch, and they take off in a hit by pitch. And Watkins had that base stolen. But it's a dead ball. It's a hit by pitch. And there's 2 on with 1 out. And here's the catcher, Logan Warren, to the plate. Early threat so far here in the bottom of the first for the Olympians. The O's lost 8-2 against Whiteland. Roeder dancing off the second base. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for ball 1. First right-handed hitter in the lineup for the O's. Both runners off to a good lead. Second baseman Fiddler playing cat and mouse with Roeder at second base. The pitch inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, a pair of runners aboard here in the bottom of the first. Yates with a double glance to second, and the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball headed to short. They'll go to short, way to third. Got him, and beating it out is Warren. So a fielder's choice cuts down Jackson Watkins. 6-5 on that fielder's choice if you're scoring at home with us. That'll put Wilkinson at second base. Warren aboard at first with the fielder's choice, and here's A.J. Tyndall with 2 out in the inning. Paxton Thompson now running at first in place of Warren. Yates sets, looks at second. Double glance back that way and comes home. Sidearm fastball right inside for ball 1. Umbrellas are out and abound, but we play on. 1-0 the count. 2 out, bottom of the first, no score, 2 runners aboard. And now they'll go back to second and thrown into center field. But Wilkinson unable to pop up. Paxton Thompson stays at first. And the count's now 1-0. Yates looks in, nods yes. Looks again at second, kicks and fires. Sidearm swung on and missed on a changeup, and the count's even 1-1. One and one the count. 2 down, bottom of the first, 2 on for the O's. And the pitch. Sidearm fastball smacked on the ground, past third to short. The deep throw to first is in time. What a play. Hang a star on that one. Tyndall is retired, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. What a play by Bees Cravens at third base. Done with 1. No score from Columbus on Snowman Sportsnet. See, this is when you know that the folks at a new place know how old you are and the situation because it's raining here. So, what do I hear on the softball field behind me? Eurythmics. Here comes the rain. Of course. Right on time, too. It's Yates, Brayton Smith, and Braylon Brent, 5, 6, and 7, due up for the Decatur Central Hawks as we move to the top of the second inning. The big right-hander Yates to face Eli Tyndall. And the pitch. Breaking ball way outside for ball one. That may have slipped out of his hand. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, one strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a foul on a play to the right. And the count is now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Low with a fastball. And the count's now even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a smash into left field, and right there is Rodert. He leaps up and makes the catch. As I said before, hang a star on that defensive play. One up, one down in the second. That'll bring first baseman Brayton Smith to the plate. Smith, the junior, steps into the left-handed batter's box. From the windup, here's the pitch. Curveball popped out of the glove of Warren. And the count's 1-0. He'll toss that aside. From the windup, here's the 1-0. Fastball high and wide, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, way inside with a changeup, and the count's now 3-0. Three and 0 the count. Tyndale's already walked one. He has struck out one through the first five batters in the game. The pitch on the way. Fastball strike, and it's 3-1. Three and one the count. Tyndale kicks and fires, and that is popped up third base side. Drew Rotert giving chase, and he will run out of room. And the count goes full at 3-2. Top of the second, no score in our maiden voyage from Columbus East High School in Columbus, Indiana. I want to thank David Miller, the athletic director here, for saying, bring it on. Let's see what we can do. The payoff pitch is low, ball four. Brayton Smith draws a walk. Second walk issued by Eli Tyndale. And Braylon Brent, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Braylon Brent, the junior. Veteran lineup for Decatur Central. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and the count's 0-1. Decatur Central won the state championship in 2008. Tyndale from the stretch. Kicks, deals. Swinging a foul on a play to the right. And the count's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the second. 0-2 pitch. Change up, strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the night. That'll bring the 8th place hitter Tristan Fiddler to the plate. Two out, 1 on. Top of the second, infield double play depth. Up the middle. Beach plays a little bit off the bag at first. The pitch, grounded foul into the Hawks dugout. Everybody get out of the way. And that's strike 1. I was doing a game at the Metrodome one year, and I thought I was safe way up in the booth. Nope. One of the players found me with a foul ball. 0-1 pitch, high and tight with a fastball. Counts even 1-1. I was 7 floors up from the field in the Metrodome. Didn't think a foul ball would find me. Boy, was I wrong. 1-1 pitch, high and tight, 2-1. 2-1, rather. And the bad part is I saw the ball coming. I saw it coming, and I still couldn't get out of the way. Didn't wreck anything. It sent me scrambling under the table. I got more baseball stories. I'm going to share them with you guys. Victor Locke is with us from Chicago. He knows some of these. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a pop-up on the infield. Third base side. Rotert is called off by Watkins, and he makes the catch. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and there's 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the Olympians nothing and the Hawks nothing on Snowman Sportsnet. It's the O's turn in the bottom of the second. It's Beach Asher, Caden Arnholt, and Drew Rotert due up for the O's in the bottom of the second. No score, and no one has a hit yet. The Big B will start the bottom of the second inning, and Yates' pitch is low, ball 1. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order for the Olympians. From the windup, the pitch. Fastball high and tight, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and the count's 2-1. That had a little more hook than necessary, but it was necessary. And it worked. 2-1. Next one, outside, 3-1. Yates from the windup and the 3-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball headed to short. Lucido makes the backhanded play. The long throw is high and it gets away. That'll be an error on the shortstop, Lucido. Asher reaches. And the leadoff man aboard. That'll bring Caden Onhold to the plate. Drew Rodert is on deck, and ninth place hitter Emmett Harden in the hole. Yates takes a look at first, and now sets at the belt and delivers. Ouch! Arnholt's excited, and now the O's have the first 2 runners aboard. That's the second hit by pitch of the night. I can tell you some of that is due to the condensation on the baseballs. 8th place hitter Drew Rodert, the third baseman, now stands in. Emmett Harden on deck, and at the top of the order, J.D. Rodert in the hole. Lights are on here at Olympians baseball field. Yates will work from the stretch with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch on the way. Bunt shown, pulled back, taken for a ball. And they'll throw down to second to pick him off, but they don't. Phew. That was a close pickoff. Want to know the count. And now we have time on the field. And it's an equipment adjustment. Ready to get back to work. Drew Rodert stands in. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. O's looking to strike early. And the pitch bunted up the third base line. Yates off the mound, gets to it, sidearm throws in time. Great play. So now 1 out, and you got 2 in scoring position. That's a sacrifice, 1-3. And 9th place hitter Emmett Harden will come to the plate with the top of the order and J.D. Rodert on deck. My buddy Bill Durkin tuning in from suburban Chicago. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and the count's 0-1. And Emmett Harden just may see a steady diet of off-speed pitches. If he throws him a fastball, that may get taken somewhere. From the windup, the 0-1, and that's inside. Got tongue-tied. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Runners at second and third. And Yates will work from the windup and delivers. And that's inside. And it hit him. Or did it? No, they call that a strike. Harden had to duck out of the way, but it found the strike zone, and the count's 1-2. And it's still a steady diet of off-speed pitches that Harden is seeing. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a foul right at the plate. That's the first fastball he's thrown in this at-bat. Count stays where it is at 1-2. Glad to have you spend part of your Thursday evening here with us on Snowman Sportsnet, and for those of you in Indy on WJKS DB. 1-2, swinging a tapper foul. Third base sign will do it again. Now the home plate umpire will get a new set of baseballs as they're trying to keep them all as dry as possible. Steady rain falling here in Columbus, Indiana. And the kids are doing what folks like I used to do as kids, playing right through it. 1-2 the count. From the windup, here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball foul at the plate. We'll do it again, and Emmett Harton is staying alive. Leadoff man J.D. Rodert is on deck. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the second. Chance to score for the O's. From the windup, the 1-2. That's outside, and the count's now even at 2-2. So after falling behind, Harden has worked the count back even. Maybe an off-speed pitch coming as Yates will work first base side of the rubber. From the windup, the 2-2, and it's inside, and the count's full 3-2. As an old coach of mine used to say, we got a situation here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Beej Asher reached on an error. He's at third base. Caden Arnholt reached on a hit by pitch. He's at second. Once again, the payoff pitch. Swinging a tapper foul. We'll do it again. This is a great at-bat by Emmett Harden no matter what happens. Harden is getting a piece of a lot of the off-speed pitches that Yates is throwing. The one time he did throw him a fastball, he smacked it foul behind the plate. 10 pitch in the at-bat coming up. Yates is ready. So is Harden. The payoff pitch one more time. And strike 3 called on a fastball on the outside corner. 2 down in the inning, and now it'll take a base hit to get a run home. And here's J.D. Rodert, who struck out looking his first time up, as he heads for the left-handed batter's box. J.D. is 0 for 1 on the night. Two out, 2 on. Bottom of the second, no score. From the windup, here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. Glad to have you all with us on this cloudy, rainy, but baseball-filled Thursday evening. From the windup, here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Jackson Watkins, who walked his first time up, would be next if the inning were to continue. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down, 2 on. From the windup, the pitch on the way. It's outside, 3-0. Now, if you're JD, I'll answer the next question. Yes, you take the next 2 because it looks like Yates can't find the plate. He'll work first base side of the rubber. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Strike call, 3-1, and that's one that you take. Now the rain's starting to come down a little bit harder. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 call on the inside corner with a fastball. And there may be one more left in the chamber for Yates. Here we go. The payoff pitch is on the way. And it's ball 4, and that'll load him up. Here is Jackson Watkins, who walked his first time up. The O's have had 5 base runners already. They've left 2. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a pop-up. That'll get out of play for strike 1. Came right at Jackson with a fastball. And the count's 0-1. The 1-strike pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to count. The kick and the pitch. A swing and a foul to the backstop. And the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Jackson Watkins trying to put the O's on the board. An error started this inning. 1-2 pitch. Outside. Counts even 2-2. And there is nowhere to put him. Base is loaded. Yates is ready. Nods yes. From the chest high wide, here's the 2-2. That's outside. Ball 3, and now the runners will get an automatic start. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases loaded. Yates is ready. So is Watkins. The payoff pitch with the runners going. That's ball 4, and a run comes home. Asher scores. A bases loaded walk gets the first run of the game home. It's 1-0 Orioles. Second time that Watkins has walked this evening. This time he drives a runner home with it. Marcus Wilkinson now steps to the plate in the right-handed batter's box. 1-0 in favor of the Olympians with 2 out and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. From the windup, the pitch on the way. A swing and a high pop-up. Third base side, that'll get out of play for strike 1. One strike to count. Yates from the windup. Delivers. Inside. And Wilkinson had to get out of the way. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Wilkinson is able to pull it, he just might clear the bases. They play him straight up in the outfield. Now we'll have another equipment adjustment with the catcher, Mills. Bottom of the second inning. 1-0 in favor of the Olympians over Decatur Central. Marcus Wilkinson at the plate. Even at a ball and a strike. The bases are loaded. Yates is ready. From the chest high wide, here's the 1-1. A swing and a high fly ball down the third base line, and that is out of play. And the count is now 1-2. One and two the count with 2 down. Here in the bottom of the second. And that hit him. Wow, second hit batter of the inning. Second time Wilkinson has been hit, and it's 2-0. As Arnold comes home. And the 8th man to bat in the inning, Logan Warren, will step to the plate. Yates again will work out of the windup. Here it comes. That's high and tight for ball 1. And Jalen Yates cannot find the plate right now. From the windup, the pitch on the way. A swing and a high pop-up on the infield. Craven's coming in at third base. Makes the catch, inning over. But the O's get a pair on no hits. There was an error, and the bases were left full. We go to the third. Olympians 2 and the Hawks nothing on Snowman Sportsnet. To the top of the third we go. Levi Seib will lead things off, and then back to the top of the order, and Zach Lucido and Drew Dalton for the Hawks of Decatur Central, who trail now 2-0. Oh, my wife is tuning in. She says they are getting wet tonight. No doubt. Except we're dry up here in the booth. Here we go to the top of the third, and here's the pitch. Outside, ball one. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. That's way outside, 2-0. 2-0 in favor of the Olympians here in the top of the third. And there has not been a hit in this game. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a ground ball. Foul. Third base side. And the count's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's high. 3-1. Third inning of work for Eli Tyndall. He's walked a pair and he struck out a pair. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Ball four. First time they've had the leadoff runner aboard tonight. And we're back to the top of the order. And Zach Lucido. Lucido grounded out to short his first time up. Throw to first, runner back. From the stretch, the pitch. A bunt, foul. And the count's 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Runner goes. Fastball low. Throw to second. Got a chance, and he is safe. So Seib swipes second base, their second stolen base of the night. And the count's 0-1 to Lucido. The count's 1-1, I beg your pardon, I think. 1-1. 1-1 the count. Seib at second. Nobody out. And the pitch on the way. High and tight. 2-1. Now the rain's coming down to Manada. 2-1 the count. Tyndall from the stretch. Looks at second. And the 2-1 pitch. That's wide. 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Nobody out. Runner at second. Levi Seib walked and swiped second base on a close play. Three and one the count. The pitch, strike call, 3-1. These guys should get a roof. My buddy Arku says it's raining. Next one. That's tight. Ball 4. So Lucido is aboard for the first time tonight with a base on balls. And that brings Drew Dalton to the plate. Dalton shows bunt with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch. Takes a short one. Double steal. And now they have 100 runner hung up. But he gets back to first safely. So they put the double steal on. Seib swipes third. Lucido stays put. And now Tyndall is really in a jam as that 2-run lead is in jeopardy. 0-1 the count. Nobody out. Top of the third. 2-0 in favor of the Olympians. The 0-1, swinging a ground ball right side. Asher has it. He'll race to the bag, step on the bag, got him. Run comes home. So an RBI ground out for Drew Dalton, and it's 2-1. There still has not been a hit in this game. And now Bees Cravens will come to the plate. Tyndall looks at second. Takes the short way and comes home. Fastball high, ball 1. One and 0 the count. 1 out, top of the third, and that one is swung on and popped first base side. Asher looking, has the play, 2 down. Lucido takes a big lead off of second, and that's a big out. So a 2 down, Logan Marcus to the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike, and the count's 0-1. Marcus grounded to second baseman Harden his first time up. 2-1 our score here in the top of the third. The 0-1 to Marcus. High and tight, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Eli Tyndall comes set. Time called as Marcus steps out of the box. 2-1 Olympians here in the top of the third. The pitch on the way is outside, 2-1. Two out, a runner at second, tying run at second in the form of Zach Lucido. From the set position, here's the 2-1, and that is fouled out of play to the right. And the count's now even at 2-2. Tyndall from the set position with the deuces wild. And the pitch on the way with the runner going. Strike three called. Catcher out in front, throws to first. That's a strikeout, 2-3, and the inning is over. So Tyndall works out of the jam, but he does give up a run. A run, no hits, and one left. To the bottom of the third, Olympians 2 and the Hawks 1 on Snowman Sportsnet. Jalen Yates' night is done, and on to pitch comes Braylon Smith. Braden Smith, the lefty, with Yates going over to first base. A.J. Tyndall will lead off the bottom of the third. Those are your defensive changes that we have. And the pitch on the way is swung on and fouled on a play to A.J. Tyndall. He grounded out to third his first time up, and the count's 0-1. From the windup, here's the 0-1, a breaking ball outside, and the count's even 1-1. Bill, have a great night back at work, buddy, and thanks for tuning in when you did. Big man Beej Asher would be next. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. One-two pitch. Swinging a tapper over the mound. Shortstop Lucido. Throw to first in time. One down in the third. Tyndall's now 0 for 2 on the evening. Going to bring the big fella Beej Asher to the plate, who reached on an error and scored the first of 2 runs last inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball strike, and the count's 0-1. Astros beat the Twins earlier today. That final count was 5-2. Next one, that's a strike, and the count's 0-2. Next one, strike 3 called. Change up on the outside corner. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. First strikeout of the night for Braden Smith. 2 up, 2 down to Caden Arnholt. Two to 1 our score here in the bottom of the third inning. From the windup, Smith comes home, and that is swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying into the Olympians dugout. Counts 0-1. Braden Smith works third base side of the rubber. Arnholt back into the box. The wind and the 0-1, and that is low and inside, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Inside, missed it with a fastball. It's 2-1. I think Arnholt, just like a lot of us, expected it to be called a strike, and it wasn't. 2-1 the count. 2 down, bottom of the third. The pitch on the way. A swing and a bouncer, first base side foul. And the count's even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. With 2 down and nobody on. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Deuces Wild with no runners aboard here in the bottom of the third inning. And the pitch. Way outside with a changeup. Count goes full, 3-2. Three and 2. 3-1. Beg your pardon. Umpire says 3-1. It is 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the third inning. 2-1 in favor of the Olympians. The payoff pitch is lined to first, and what a catch! What a catch by Jalen Yates. Side retired. And they go up and out in order to the Olympians. We go to the fourth. Olympians 2 and the Hawks 1. We head to the fourth in a hitless game, but it's 2-1 in favor of the Columbus East Olympians. Jalen Yates will start things off. He started on the mound, but now is at first base. Braden Smith would be next. So it's Yates, Smith, and Brent. Yates will start the fourth against Kosher, and he throws one low for ball one. Reed Kosher is your new pitcher for the Olympians, right-hander. The windup and the 1-0 is a strike with a fastball on the outside corner. Counts even 1-1. Kosher, the sophomore, making his appearance here tonight. Olympians 2, Hawks 1. Top of the fourth inning. And the pitch on the way is swung on and driven into deep left field. But right there is Roeder. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down in the fourth. Second time, Yates has flown out to left. Braden Smith heads to the plate. He walked his first time up, so no official at bat. Here's the pitch. That's low and inside for ball one. Want to know the count. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a foul out of play to the left. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. And thank you to those of you tuning in through the Snowman Sportsnet YouTube channel. We appreciate you. The pitch on the way is low, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the fourth inning. From the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner with a fastball. And the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch on the way. A swing and a tapper to third. Somebody better get it. He does. Drew Roeder throws. Got him. 2 down in the inning. And as I've said a couple times tonight, hang a star on that one. Braylon Brent heads to the right-handed batter's box. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking his first trip. 2-1 Olympians here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, strike call to the inside corner. Counts 0-1. From the windup, here's the 0-1. Fastball strike, and the count's 0-2. What do you throw here? 0-2 the count. Kosher works straight on the rubber. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. That's low, and it bounces outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the fourth, 2-1 Olympians. Kosher's ready. The pitch is inside, beg your pardon. That'll even the count at 2-2. Corners will now retreat back to their normal positions. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuces Wild in the top of the fourth. On the way. Swing and a miss. Change up right on the inside corner, and that's that. Braylon Brent goes down swinging for the second time tonight. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 2-1 Olympians. 8:91 due for the Olympians, who lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And here's a strange fact. There has not been a hit in this ball game. Drew Rodert, who has a sacrifice, Emmett Harden, who struck out, and then back to the top of the order, and J.D. Rodert, who was 0 for 1 on the night. Here's the pitch. Outside with a changeup, ball one. 1-0 pitch, high and tight, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Olympians. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 2-1. 2-1 the count. The kick and the pitch. Strike two called on a fastball inside corner. Two balls, two strikes. The wind, the kick, and the pitch. Way outside. Trying a little off speed, missed it. Counts now full at 3-2. Three and two, the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, and the pitch on the way is ball four. So Drew Rodert leads off the fourth with a walk, and Emmett Harden will head to the plate. Emmett Harden to the plate. Smith will work from the stretch. And the pitch found out of play for strike one. Oh and 1 the count. Folks have stuck around through the rain here in Columbus. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball headed to third. They go to the short way to second, and they don't get him, I don't think. No, they didn't get him. Wow. So a fielder's choice with Rodert beating the throw to second has put two aboard with nobody out here in the fourth. J.D. Rodert back at the plate for the third time. He has struck out and walked. Smith will look at second, comes set. And the pitch lefty to lefty, and that is outside, ball one. Great stop by Mills behind the plate. 1-0 the count. Nobody out, a pair aboard for the Olympians as they try to do some more damage. The pitch, bunt shown, pulled back, taken for a ball outside, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Smith with a double glance to second and the pitch. Bunted at and missed for strike one. Rodert trying to move the runners along. And the 2-1 is outside, 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Olympians with the lead. And the 3-1 pitch, a swing and a pop-up foul. Out of play, and the count's full, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes to J.D. Roeder. The payoff pitch. Ball four. Ooh, that was close. And we have a quick visit to the mound as Brayton Smith is struggling. Baseball and softball will highlight our spring coverage of the Olympians. And then we take a summer break. I'll do some more stuff in studio to pump up Snowman Sportsnet. And then when August gets here, you know what time it is. Olympians football and girls volleyball will make its debut. We'll let you know we'll let you know the entire schedule as we build things up here. Jackson Watkins heads to the plate. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball one. Next one, that's high, 2-0. Two-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball headed to the right side. Yates is up with it, dropped it, and nowhere to go. I think that'll be a score and an infield hit. It'll be our first one of the ball game. Yates could not get the ball out of his glove. A run is home. It's now 3-1. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed by Marcus Wilkinson for strike one. Next one. That one gets away. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have our first hit of the ball game. It's an infield hit. And the Olympians lead 3-1. So they've reestablished the 2-run lead. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, here's the 1-1, and that is line foul, third base side. Oh, man, Wilkinson guessed right, but just couldn't keep it fair. Right size, wrong shape. 1-2 the count to Wilkinson. The lefty comes home, way outside, and the count is now even at 2-2. Bases loaded, no outs. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. High, and the count goes full 3-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Olympians already have a run. They lead 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and the count's full 3-2. Well, that was good. So Wilkinson goes down on a swinging strike. 1 down here in the fourth. Double play remains in order. Here's Logan Warren, who could really do some damage with a base hit. Here it comes. That gets away, and nobody moves. Want to know the count to Logan Warren, who was 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, and then popped to third. From the windup, the Pitch on the way is popped up. That gets out of play. Out of leaving the count at 1-1. H.A. Tyndale would be next. One ball, one strike, one down, bases loaded, and the pitch on the way. That gets to the fence. Now the runner is coming. Throw, safe! And now another run's going to come home. He missed him! A wild pitch scores 2 runs, and the O's lead it 5-1. Wow. And everybody moves up a base. Watkins is now at third. And what's our official score here? I think the scoring of the play is what I'm looking for. Do we have a pass ball or a wild pitch? Wild pitch. So a wild pitch has brought home 2 runs. The pitch, swinging a drive into deep left field, going back on it, and foul. Some of the O's thought it was fair, but it went foul, and the count's 2-2. 5-1 in favor of the Olympians here in the bottom of the 4th as they played it 3 so far here in the 5th on 1 hit. 2-2 the count. From the windup, the pitch on the way. Way outside. It gets away again. Another wild pitch. And scoring is Watkins. 6-1. Counts full. 3-2. 1 out. Nobody aboard now. With Logan Warren at the plate. See if Warren can get a hold of one. And time is called as Warren steps out. 4 runs home for the Olympians here in the 4th inning. The pitch on the way. A swing and a drive into deep left field. Going back on it. Left fielder looking. It's over his head. Headed to second is Warren. He'll slide in with a 1-out double. Wow. And I believe this is going to bring about a pitching change. Indeed it is. Brayton Smith has only gotten 1 out here. He's given up 2 hits, an infield single, and a booming double. And Brayton Smith's appearance on the mound is done. So we have a pitching change. We'll tell you the new pitcher. It's a right-hander. And we'll take a minute and 5 and tell you the new pitcher after this on Snowman Sportsnet and WJKS. Logan Marcus is the new pitcher for Decatur Central, right-hander, making his first appearance of the year. Logan Marcus lifted for Paxton Thompson, the pinch runner. The O's have gotten 4 here in the 4th inning. They lead 6-1. And now it's righty versus righty. A.J. Tyndall versus Logan Marcus. The right-hander delivers. A swing and a little looper headed toward right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Headed to third is Thompson. He makes it. And the bats have come alive. So Tyndall is on with a single. 3 hits in the inning. And Bige Asher heads to the plate. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 1 with a curveball. One and 0 the count. 1 out, 2 on. Runners at the corners. Thompson at third, Tyndall at first. Marcus comes set. And the 1-0 pitch with a runner going. The throw down to second is high and backed up beautifully by Fiddler, the second baseman. Tyndall swipes second. Their first stolen base of the night. And now you got 2 more in scoring position. Marcus is ready. He'll work from the windup. The pitch on the way is foul. And the count's now 1-2. Six to 1 Olympians here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 4-run explosion for the O's. 3 hits in the inning, a stolen base. And the first hit of the game was an infield hit that Jalen Yates couldn't get out of his glove. The 1-2, and that's wide. Now we got trouble. They throw back to second, and they won't get him. Now they come home, and they don't get him. 7-1 Olympians. So Tyndall is safe at second. Thompson flies home when the Hawks were throwing the ball all over the place. That's their second error of the night, and the count's even. 2-2 with a runner at second. Bige Asher at the plate. The pitch on the way. That's outside. It gets away again. Headed to third is Tyndall. Big Bige Asher at the plate trying to do some more damage. The rain's still coming down, but they're playing right through it. The pitch on the way. That's ball 4, and Asher draws a walk. Six walks issued by Hawks pitching tonight. And the 9th man to bat in the inning, Caden Arnholt, is coming to the plate. They threatened to bat around in the 2nd. They have batted around here in the 4th. 9th man to the plate, Caden Arnholt. Marcus comes home. A swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and that's not in time. Throw home. No! Save! Double steal! Tyndall swipes home. Asher swipes second. Goes to third on the throw. And it's now 8-1. The Olympians have played at 6 here in the 4th inning. From the windup, here's the pitch. Fastball strike. And the count's 0-2. There's still only one out in the inning. There have been 3 hits, 6 runs scored. The only out was a strikeout by Marcus Wilkinson. Next one, swing and a miss. And as I say that happens. So Arnholt strikes out, second out of the inning. And the man who started all this with a walk in Drew Rodert comes back to the plate. First pitch, hit him. That is the 3rd hit by pitch tonight. 4th. That's the 4th batter that's been hit by a pitch tonight. There is Emmett Harden, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored earlier this inning. The 11th man to bat in the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And no throw to second. So Rodert swipes second base. As Ken the Hawk Harrelson said once upon a time, the Olympians have put a big crooked number up on the board. They've got 6 so far here in the 4th with 2 down. Runners at second and third. And the 1-0 for Marcus. It gets away again, and here we go again. Start the merry-go-round. Scoring is Asher. It's 9-1. Rodert moves to third. 4 wild pitches in this inning. 2-0 the count to Emmett Harden with 2 down. Here's the pitch. A swing and a tapper foul, first base side. And the count's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a tapper foul. And the count is now even at 2-2. Rodert at third, 9-1 Olympians. 7 runs here in the 4th inning. This is the 11th man to bat in said inning. Here's the 2-2. That's high, and it gets away. And here comes Rodert. Save! 10-1. That one is a pass ball. There have been 2 of those this inning. If you thought the 6 was a crooked number, add a couple more to that. This has been a real big crooked number. The pitch on the way is grounded. Foul! Oh, baby, that was close. That has stayed fair and gets into that corner. Emmett Harden's running for days. And nights in this case. 3-2, 2 down. Bottom of the 4th inning. 8 runs home for the Olympians. Marcus will work from the windup. The payoff pitch. A swing and a pop-up. That'll get out of play. How did this inning start, you ask? The most innocent way possible. A walk. Boy, what damage a walk can do. Because as soon as that walk happened, the floodgates opened. A walk, a fielder's choice, another walk, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and all that equals 8 runs here in the 4th. Ten to 1 Olympians here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch on the way. A swing and a foul, third base side will do it again. Tomorrow is a very special anniversary for yours truly because 3 years ago tomorrow, I had my surgery for pancreatic cancer. The payoff pitch is swung on and popped up foul out of play. This is going to be the 42nd pitch this inning. And that one's popped up. Fiddler under it. Second baseman makes the catch, puts an end to the inning, and what an inning. 8 runs, 3 hits, no errors, or 1 error, a lot of walks, and nobody left. We go to the 5th. 10-1 Olympians on Snowman, Sportsnet, and WJKS. So after that crazy inning with a crooked number, welcome back to Columbus East Baseball. Brian Snow here with you. We go to the top of the 5th, and let's bring back something we do during our baseball broadcast. A little 5th inning trivia, and it goes like this. Who was Nolan Ryan's 5,000th strikeout victim? And no cheating either. Who was Nolan Ryan's 5,000th strikeout victim? We got to guess at Pete Rose, and no. Oh, he was good, all right. I'll revise the question in a minute. Tristan Felder will start the 5th against Kosher. And the pitch, it bounces away for ball 1. I'll revise the question by saying which Hall of Famer was Nolan Ryan's 5,000th strikeout victim? From the windup, here's the 1-0. A swing to bullet to third, through for a base hit. So the Hawks get their first hit of the night. So nobody out and a runner aboard. And Levi Sieb will head to the plate. Got it. Of course you did. I told you no cheating. The AD got the correct answer. It was Ricky Henderson. And it was in Texas. Here's the pitch. That gets to the backstop. And headed to second is Fiddler. He'll stop there. If I'm going to have this much fun being back in the booth with these guys, bring it on. 1-0 the count. Sieb does not have an official at bat as he walked and scored in the 3rd. The pitch. Strike call into the inside corner. Counts even 1-1. Here's the pitch. A swing and a high pop third base side. This is trouble. Coming over his rotor. He slides and didn't get it. Lost his footing at the last second. And the count's 1-2. There's a lady here tonight with the Transformers sweatshirt on. Now, anybody who remembers that, like me, you're dating yourself. Don't mind it either. Shucks, what am I talking about? I still watch Bugs Bunny, and I'm 52 years old. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Levi Seib, the starting center fielder. Well, listen, that's how I started my Saturdays, with a big bowl of cereal, and Kosher steps off the rubber. And now steps back on it. Big bowl of cereal, Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, Coyote. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. 1-2 the count. The kick and the pitch. That's inside, and the count's even 2-2. And my late mother wondered why for a long time I did the voices so well. My favorite voiceover artist was Mel Blanc. Next one, high. Count goes full 3-2. I really messed with her when I did Bugs Bunny's voice on a phone call. Playfully, she never forgave me for that. So I kept doing it. The payoff pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to third. Oh, it gets through, and nobody covers. What do we think? Back-to-back hits begin the inning, and we're back to the top of the order in Zach Lucido. Lucido is 0 for 1, and the pitch in tight for ball 1. So 2 hits and a wild pitch have put runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, or fouled at the plate, I beg your pardon. Counts even 1-1. Lucido grounded to short to begin the ball game, walked in the 3rd. He bats here in the 5th with nobody out and runners at the corners. One and one, the count. The pitch on the way. High and wide, 2-1. Two and one, the count. The pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second and got him. Yes! 2-4 on that caught stealing. And that's the first out of the 5th inning. Three balls and a strike with 1 out now. Here in the top of the 5th. And the 3-1 pitch. A swing and a smash. Foul, third base side. And the count's now full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners. Or runner at third, I beg your pardon. And that is popped up into center, and Roder got it. At the last second, that ball took a left turn, and J.D. Roder ran it down. In to score is Fiddler. And it's now 10-2 with 2 out here in the 5th. They appealed at third to say that to try to say that Fiddler left early. Did not. Run is legit. It's 10-2. Kosher from the chest high wide delivers. Breaking ball inside, ball one. From the windup, here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball strike, and the count's even 1-1. A ball, a strike, 2 down, top of the 5th as Kosher comes home. That's a breaking ball strike, and the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the 5th with a run home. The pitch on the way. Slashed foul to the backstop. We'll do it again. One and two, the count. The kick and the pitch. Low. And the count's now even at 2-2. Two-two pitch. And it bounces away. And the count's now full at 3-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the 5th with a run home. And the 2-2 pitch. That's ball 4. That's a 3-2 pitch, I beg your pardon. That's ball 4. Fifth walk issued tonight by Olympians pitching. Here's Bees Cravens. Kosher from the stretch comes home. Breaking ball strike, and the count's 0-1. Dalton has drawn 2 of the 5 walks. From the windup, here's the 0-1. That's inside. And the count's now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. The pitch is a strike, and the count's 1-2. One and two, the count. Kosher comes set, and the pitch. Low, and the count's even 2-2. Two and two. And the pitch. Low, and it gets away. Headed to second is Dalton. And the count goes full at 3-2. Scottsburg Senior High is here on Monday, and we'll have it for you with our first pitch pregame show beginning at 5:45. 3-2, 2 down. The pitch on the way. A swing and a slash foul. Third base side, and we'll do it again with the count being full at 3-2. They've been collecting baseballs all night, and it's been raining all night. 3-2, 2 down. Bees Cravens at the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Next one. is low, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Back-to-back walks, and time is called. Logan Marcus is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. He grounded out in the first, struck out in the third, and he bats here in the fifth. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 down. And the pitch on the way. A swing and a tapper foul, third base side. And the count's now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli Tyndall started. Reed Kosher on the mound currently. First and second, 2 down here in the fifth. Kosher comes home. A swing and a bouncer to third. The race to the bag is on. Won by Drew Rodert. And that is that. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 10-2 in favor of the Olympians. Back after this. To the bottom of the fifth we go. It's the Olympians 10 and the Decatur Central Hawks 2. And we start at the top of the order with J.D. Rodert, who has walked twice, scored a run, and struck out. Luke McWhorter is your new pitcher, and he delivers the first one, high and tight, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Foul to the backstop, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count. And the 1-1 pitch. That's tight, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth inning. Top of the order, J.D. Rodert begins things. And the pitch. That's high, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch on the way. That's high and tight, ball 4, and that's how the last inning began. So a base on balls begins the 5th, and here is Jackson Watkins. Singled and scored last inning. Here's the pitch. Strike call into the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. Came at him with a fastball, McWhirter did. McWhirter, the freshman, on for the Hawks here in the 5th. The 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch on the way. Runner takes off, throw to second, save. So Rodert swipes second. Their 4th stolen base of the night. And Jackson Watkins is ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Outfield shallow, spread out. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 2-2. An 8-run 4th busted this game open for the Olympians. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Rodert at second base. J.D. Rodert, that is. And the 2-2. Swing and foul. Went upstairs with a fastball, and Watkins was just able to get a piece of it. Two and two the count. The pitch way outside, but way inside, beg your pardon, but good stop behind the plate by Mills. And the count goes full at 3-2. McWhirter comes set at the belt and turns and throws to second. And the runner back safely. McWhirter works third base side of the rubber. Comes set and delivers. That's ball 4. So back-to-back walks begin the inning. There's Marcus Wilkinson, who has been hit by a pitch twice, drove in a run, and struck out. So officially, Wilkinson is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. A swing and a foul on a play, and Wilkinson loses the grip on his bat, and the count's 0-1. We saw that earlier tonight. Oh, and 1 the count. And the 0-1. Swung and a miss, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And time called at the plate. Ten to 2 here in the bottom of the 5th in favor of the Columbus East Olympians. And the pitch on the way is fouled. And we'll do it again. 0-2 the count. Nobody out. 2 on. Rodert at second. Watkins at first. And the 0-2. Way outside. It gets to the backstop. Another wild pitch, and the runners move up. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Nobody out. 2 aboard here in the bottom of the 5th. McWhorter is ready, and he comes home. That's high. And the count's even 2-2. Two and two the count. The pitch on the way. High and wide. 3-2. Came at him with a fastball. Lights are on. Darkness has settled in. And the rain is still coming. The payoff pitch. That's wide. Ball 4. Bases loaded. 3 consecutive walks have begun the inning. And Logan Warren will head to the plate. But first, we'll have a conference on the mound. While we have a moment, we will tell you that Snowman in the Morning will return on Monday on our Snowman Multimedia channel. And our exclusive play-by-play arm will be Snowman Sportsnet on YouTube. Snowman_Sportsnet. A long conversation, and the home plate umpire headed out to the mound. And now they break it up, and Logan Warren will head to the plate. McWhorter kicks and fires, low and inside, ball 1. Runner coming, but breaks back to third. Everybody retreats. 1-0 the count to Warren. One 0 pitch, and that hit him. And it's now 11-2. That's a 5th hit batter of the night. And now A.J. Tindell, who has singled, scored, swiped a base, and grounded out twice, so he's 1 for 3. Stands at the plate, and the potential walk-off run stands at third because that will invoke the 10-run rule. Infield up all the way around. The pitch. Low, and it gets away. Here she comes, and that's your ball game. Put it in the book. On a wild pitch, Jackson Watkins comes home. And that's an O's winner. 12-2, your final score. And that was a good confidence-building win. So they get their first win of the year. They move to 1-1 on the year. Decatur Central, playing their first game, suffers their first loss. They are now 0-1. Next time we'll be with you will be Monday, and we will start our festivities at 5:45 Eastern Time. For everyone here at Columbus East, my name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this game to you, and we hope to enjoy listening as we enjoy bringing it to you. Bid you good night, be safe, and God bless everybody.